Yay. Okay, so I'm talking to my guests team, and I'm like, get cozy. There's Christmas trees over there. There's chairs, because I get a whole hour with one of my most favorite people, and I'm really, really excited. So before we get started, I know you might be saying, what the heck is going on, Miss Mally? Because it's 10 o'clock, and I was usually going to bed right about now. Well, guess what? I'm so happy that you stayed, because this is a very, very special episode of Over 50 and Fabulous After Dark. I have someone on my couch that I cannot even begin to tell you how excited I am to share her story with you, and how I can't wait for you to welcome her into our community and our family, and realize how lucky we are to have someone so brilliant as part of our team. So if you are watching for the first time, welcome. And just know that we are very excited because we are Over 50 and Fabulous. We're here at QVC, and we're all about starting a community of loving, giving, beautiful, inside and out humans that want to lift each other up and help us to realize that this is the best time of our lives. Being over 50 is not a death sentence. It's not like, oh, well, it's all over. It's all downhill from here. Let me just go off into the pasture. Oh, hell no, honey. This is about loving each other, getting ready. This is your best time of your life. And without further ado, because I know you're like, Mally, introduce your guest. First, I'm just going to tell you and give her a shout out. She needs no introduction, okay? She is an award-winning movie star, actor, producer, entrepreneur. She is the creator of a clean beauty brand from head to vag.
Scalp to vag.
Scalp to vag. Even toes. You can go all the way to the toes, right? You hear her.
Oh, sorry. The peanut gallery over here.
Enough. Can we just introduce my love, this most beautiful, amazing angel? Can we have a round of applause for Miss Naomi Watts? Yes! My baby girl, you're here. We are
Sorry, I butted in there.
I love it. I love it. Well, and this is the thing. It's like, first of all, congratulations. Guys, she just had a sellout show here on QVC. She had sellout after sellout after sellout. So thank you for, it's funny, my husband, Phil, he watches everything.
Does he?
Yes. And
That's
he
a
loves,
devoted husband.
He's a good man. He's a good man, and he loves all of this. And he said that it was so beautiful just sitting there listening to your story. And he said that that is the reason why this QVC customer is going to embrace you so much. Because the story is real, the story is true, it's from your heart. You're a wife, you're a mama, you're a sister, you're a daughter, you're a best friend, you're all of these things, and the fact that now you can be that with us is just such an amazing gift. So if you're watching, and I promise I'm going to let her talk, I'm just so excited. You know, if you're watching on QVC.com, you better be writing in, right? You better be writing in. We want to hear what you're thinking, what you want to ask Miss Naomi. Facebook, of course. Narita C said, hello from the Philippines. Hi. Lisa from Cali, I just love this music. Oh, yeah, the music is good. We have good jams. And Deborah, Naomi Watts, yes, thank you. And Linda D said, congrats, Naomi. So, yeah, they're good people.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for staying up so late with us. What's your usual bedtime?
9:30 is a great time to be asleep for me.
Yeah, I can see.
But what time do you knock off? Like, do you go all night? How do you do it?
Well, in real life, like when I'm not here, well, first of all, yeah, I do try to be in bed now by at least 10:30.
That's good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
And what time do you have to wake up?
It depends. Again, we have a whole new schedule. I won't get into it all, but I homeschooled my kids my whole life. And now 2 of them go to high school. 2 out of the 3. So it is like, now I have to like wake up and like take them to school. And it's like, so it's very, very different. And actually, perimenopause really did mess with my sleep for a
Yes,
long
yes.
time. I mean, and I still will have moments where 3 a.m. my eyes shoot open and I'm like, that's it, I'm up.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's terrible.
For me, that was, I mean, my skin was obviously a big one, but not being able to sleep, because obviously that leads to so many other things,
Yeah.
anxiety, depression, lack of confidence,
Yes.
and brain fog, and
Yeah.
you feel bad about yourself. So
Mama, your
not
skin
having...
is flawless.
Oh, thank you.
Guys,
I've got makeup on now.
Well, but I saw
But
you without makeup too.
I do like to invest in my skin. It is
do.
true. And I have to.
Yeah,
And that means the right amount of sleep
Yes.
as well as good moisturizers.
That's right.
And
Hashtag Stripes Beauty.
yes.
It is a beautiful line.
But not, thank you, but not having the right amount of sleep, that was a non-starter for me. I have to have. I mean, I can exist 6 hours, like 2 or 3 days in a row, but after that, no. I'm
Really? You an
no
8
good.
hour?
I want 7, 8,
right.
you know, and on
Yeah.
the weekend I might get a bit greedy.
Yeah.
9.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Guys, we all know, I forgot, if I don't introduce Ebony, you know, she gets so mad and she throws things at me. We all know that Miss Ebony is here. Are you excited? You're sitting literally inches away from Hollywood royalty.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, I know. Like, this is the most quiet she's ever been. Usually she's yelling, saying things. She's on good behavior, Miss Naomi. I know.
Hi.
You must get some respect up in here. So she's going to be putting all of your comments, guys. Again, if you have any questions or comments or really about Naomi and Stripes Beauty, like, we're so lucky here at QVC to have you. Now, obviously, this is a very safe space to talk about being over 50, but yours is the first official line to come here that says, oh, listen to
Got
me.
a frog. Do you want some water?
Yeah. Thank you. You know, that really is it about over 50 or is it menopausal?
It's
like,
perimenopause. I mean, okay, so let me break it down.
Okay.
It was, I created it because I felt alone, afraid. I had terrible irritations with my skin.
Yeah.
And I felt like the ingredients in the products I had been using were no longer working for me. So I wanted to create a line that really spoke to the consumer where she's at. Let's help her feel less shame around this time. I don't want to look at packaging that sort of says, you know, anti-aging. I don't want to look at campaigns that says, you know, you can look 28 again. I didn't like looking 28 when I was 28. I was not comfortable in my skin.
Right.
I'm far closer to that where I'm at now. So I wanted to create a line that made that woman feel seen. And in the beauty industry, she's really not been well looked after.
No.
So, you know, there's a lot of shame around this time and feeling like, you know, you're not at a time of life where you can celebrate anymore. And I just felt like that was unfair. We're living so much longer.
Yes.
And we're all us ladies are going to go into menopause at some point. So why not have this line that just makes a woman feel more seen, more supported, and more vibrant.
And really kind of says it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. Because
no shame.
No shame.
Yeah.
You're 55, I am 52. We grew up in that time where it was like, you need to exercise and starve yourself and don't get enough you know, count every calorie and do all this and look younger and make and sure, everybody wants to feel their best.
Yes.
Right? Everyone wants to feel, but now we want to feel strong.
Yeah.
We want to feel like we
want to feel authentic. We want to feel ourselves. We want to feel like we're in our bodies. And I think that does come with experience. That said, you know, menopause or perimenopause can hit you at very different ages. So it's not only for 50 and up.
That's true.
I mean, for me, my experience started much earlier than I was prepared for. And on top of that, It's really great for anyone who's got skin sensitivities. In fact, my own children have used some of our skincare products
Great.
when they've had irritable skin,
Yeah.
you know, which
Yeah.
can happen throughout our hormonal journeys.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Because I have 3 teenage girls in my home, and I am perimenopausal, and hormones are flying all over the
Yeah.
room. And my husband, God bless him, he's just like, I'm just gonna put my seatbelt on.
Oh, your husband sounds like an amazing man.
He's a good man.
I want to meet him.
Yeah, you'll meet him. He's a good one. Charlene B is saying Naomi looks simply beautiful. She absolutely does. Diane said, thank you for bringing these products, Naomi. And they really are. And again, guys,
You know,
go ahead.
oh, sorry, I
No,
didn't
no,
mean
no.
to cut you off.
No.
This means so much to have that kind of feedback. This was for you. It was, you know, it wasn't just for me. I knew I needed it, but I wanted women to feel, you know, what I was feeling, which was, you know, I needed not just hydration, but I needed support. I needed my community. I needed to feel better about myself. And so if I was feeling like that, chances are that lots of other women were too. I've had women come up and stop me in the street, and I think, oh God, they're going to ask for a selfie, and I haven't got my lipstick on yet. And, you know, it's probably because, you know, they recognize me maybe from a movie, but they can't tell which one. But it turns out they come at me and they say, thank you for giving me permission to speak to my partner about it. Thank you for opening the dialogue so I could talk to my children, my family. You know, because there's so much empathy for teenagers going through their hormonal journey. When they slam the door, we know what that means. We know they're just having powerful surges of hormonal whatever.
Yes.
But there's no empathy for us. And we can get like that too. When our hormones are just going poof, like that. We need the support too. And then we need that from our family. We need that from our loved ones. We need that from the workplace. We need it everywhere. And so the more that this conversation is open, the more likely we're going to get to a place where we can just, it's normalized and we're comfier.
Your heart is so generous, and so that's the thing that I think is the reason why I love you the most. Your products are amazing. You're an incredible actor. I've guys, red carpet slay queen. Okay, did you see the green dress at the Emmys? Hello, did you? Everyone, yes. Bravo for what, Balenciaga?
Yes.
Custom.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. But so she's all these things, but it's the generosity that you exude and the empathy you have for your sisters that makes me love you so much, because you really, really care. Guess what, y'all? A lot of celebrities can go slap their name on something and be like, yeah, it's great, I love it. But she really, really cares.
Yeah.
And that is, I think, the thing. And I think it is because you went through it at such a young age, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I was flailing. I felt very lonely, afraid, ashamed. Every time I would try and sort of open the conversation just a little bit, I'd make a joke about an estrogen dip, and you know, people would be like, "What? You're not in menopause. You're way too young," or you know, "Don't be silly." You know, so closing me down further to the point where you internalize it. Oh, it's just me. There's something wrong. You know, what you just sort of like spin.
Yes, and this is literally, you're saying this, but this could be coming from your mouth, right? I know when you're hearing her, you're saying, me too. I have felt that. I have felt ashamed. I have felt like there was nobody going through what I'm going through. I felt the confusion, the fear, what is wrong with me, right? All of these
you always
things.
blame it on yourself first.
Right?
Yeah.
It's so crazy. And okay, so, Lisa from Cali saying, finally some love for mental health and the changes with hormones at all levels. See? She does. She's giving you the love. And Annie is looking forward to trying your products. Well, that's great. You
Correct.
better hurry up because they all sold out on QVC. But, you know, we'll get more.
We'll get more.
Okay, we're going to get you more.
There's always more.
We're going to get you more. So the thing, too, that I like just want to point out, which I do want to point it out, but in my perimenopausal brain fog, it just left my brain.
That happens. I'm right there with you.
I just
Go
got
for
it because of that.
Yeah.
So, you're a huge Hollywood movie star, actor, award winner, all of these things. When these things started to happen to you, the brain fog, the hot flashes, right? All these things that we all have to do every day out there in the world, but you're in front of a camera.
Yeah.
You're also obviously incredibly, stunningly, perfectly beautiful. But I'm sure you had moments where you, especially with your skin, right, where you were like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I think something like 23% of women have considered quitting their jobs.
Yeah.
Yes? Because of perimenopausal symptoms.
Yes, because they feel they can't perform at the level that they used to, and it's very exposing. So it happens. It's very common, and that's why the conversation needs to be brought into the workplace so that a woman can feel seen and supported. And yes, if she needs the temperature adjusted slightly,
yes,
let her have it.
Let her have it.
If she needs a day off when she's extremely symptomatic, let her have it.
Yes.
You know?
Oh my gosh. You could go to the White House.
I think we should. Let's do it together.
Okay, let's go.
make some noise.
Christy's saying major love for QVC and Mally for authentication of us women and giving life love to real topics. P.S. Didn't miss out on your line either.
Oh,
Yay!
good. Yay.
Good job, Christy. That's going to be, I know. Now, what do you love most about Stripes Beauty?
I love that women are coming together. I love women, period. I am a girl's girl.
She does.
I've always been into my female friendships. And now, as I've gotten older, they've gotten more and more meaningful.
Yeah.
And, you know, the history that is there, some of them I've known for 4 decades or more.
Yeah.
And, you know, we always had these touch points going through our lives. You know, first kiss, first, you know, strong makeout, when you first got your period, when you know, were planning to get, you know, serious with a guy, where are you going to have babies, breastfeeding, you would always, schools, all these places that you would come together and exchange information so that you could, you know, feel educated, supported, and comfortable in every new experience. And this one was just left out of the conversation.
Isn't that?
And it's shocking.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it should be, this conversation should start as early as sex ed.
Yes.
It's the end. You know, we learn about the beginning, we learn about fertility, and this is the bookend.
Wow.
This is the end. This is puberty in reverse.
Yes.
And so why wasn't that piece of the story given? We didn't have to go into it in great detail, fine, but just knowing enough about it so that eventually when it comes up, we're not like, menopause.
Exactly, thank you. Just like that, too. That's exactly what it is. And I think, you know, just to acknowledge the fact that it will come. It's the end story. My mom was an OBGYN.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she passed away when I was 17.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now she was diagnosed before I turned 1 year old, and they gave her 6 months to live.
Wow.
And she lived for 17 years.
Wow.
So we did, Naomi, we did everything. Everything.
Wow,
we
she
did
lived her
right.
life.
Yes, she lived her life, and I lived it with her. And I'm an only child, so I got every moment that I needed to have with her until when it was over, and then I became, you know, an adult, and I had my babies, and I did my thing. And then I started to feel weird, right? Like I was like, what is happening with my body? You know, what's going on? And I didn't have anyone to ask. And that was, I think, one of the hardest parts.
Yeah.
So with you doing this, we're all different, guys. We're all different, right? But when you have community, when you have sisterhood, you can say, well, I'm having this. Do you have that?
Yeah.
Or I'm having that. No, but Ebony's having that. Just kidding, not necessarily.
Nobody
right?
should ever feel left
Yes.
alone and
Right.
unsupported. It's not right. And if men were going through this, I bet you now that there would be all kinds of research, support, conversation.
Yes,
you know,
all of it.
So
all of it.
it's up to us to change the narrative as well as better medical research. But we have now opened it up, and it's literally like the door was opened a crack, and women have just come out screaming, going, "Yes, this is what's happening with me. I want to share my story," and the power of storytelling can change things. And I do think the next generation will never fear going through this now. So,
have you always been like a picket holder?
No. I actually, it's so interesting you asked that question because
Really?
I'm super shy by nature. I know that people think, oh, you're an actor, how can you be shy? I'm very shy. Sorry. And, but yeah, I'm not that type of person.
So this is not like your thing, like I'm gonna fight for this and I'm gonna do that.
Not really. But this one, it had to happen. I had to do it because I suffered through it. I felt lonely, and I wanted to,
So
create
it meant
some
that
kind
much
of change.
to you,
Yeah.
that you stepped out of
My comfort zone. Yes.
Oh my, guys,
Yeah.
come on. Like, you see, this is what we're talking about, authenticity and truth. And the fact that when you feel something so much that you can't sit back and just let it continue.
Yeah. I mean, there were moments where I really oscillated between thinking this was a good idea or a terrible idea. And I could have backed out of it because, you know, I thought my career is going well enough. I don't want to end that. So, but at the end of the day, I kept going back to, this is half the population that is going to get to this point.
Yes.
Why should we feel struck to the sidelines and like we're irrelevant just because our reproductive system no longer works in the way it used to?
Exactly.
We are better than that. We're living longer, and we deserve better. And for hearing your story just now, that you didn't have someone to talk to, is heartbreaking. It's literally heartbreaking. So, you know, that can't happen anymore. You know, we should all feel like we're part of something, and we should actually not only not fear it, we should embrace it.
Yes, we should embrace it, because there is something so beautiful about who we are and where we come from and how it all started. So on that note, we do a little thing here, as you know, everybody, and it's called, Sean, do you hear me? It's Fabulous Flashbacks. Here we go. Yay! I can't wait. I cannot. Oh my goodness! Look at that baby.
Yeah.
Oh.
Trying to play the piano.
Gave
up on that.
I was just gonna ask though. Wait, so you're a pianist too?
No, definitely not musically gifted.
Really? Oh my gosh! Well, you look like it. That's a good one. And look at that hair.
Yeah. Oh, and look at that hair.
Wow.
Can you see my bangs? That my friend cut. I let my friend cut them.
No, you
Yes,
did not.
I got in quite a bit of trouble about that.
That is.
You can see how crooked they are, and that's my brother, my big brother, Ben.
Yes, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Ben is a very, very talented, famous, incredible photographer.
Yeah.
Fashion, beauty, all of it, advertising, the whole 9 yards. Oh my God.
Oh, look at me there. I probably was, well, look, you can see I've got a big spot, pimple, right there on my chin. I was probably 13.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Look, so you were going through some hormones there
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well. That
yeah, I was
you look
probably-
the same.
Really?
Yes, you really do. You have the most beautiful, sweet, amazing face. And this is in England, yeah?
Yes, this was still in England.
Okay, mister. Hey, you better work it. See, this is, Ebony, this is where it all started right there. That was like, honey, I ought to be in pictures. That's what this is saying.
Oh,
Look
dear.
how beautiful you are.
I didn't think that picture through.
What were you thinking?
I don't
were you-
know.
No, I mean this in the best way. Like, you seem like you're so free.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah, I probably was
Yeah.
feeling quite free at that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just happy
Yeah.
and...
I think yeah.
Oh, my
By
gosh.
that now I'm in Australia here. This is high school.
Yeah. Now, is that hair back or is that a mullet? Like, what's happening?
Kind of a mullet. It's definitely quite, yeah, it's
Yeah.
a shocker of a
Hey,
haircut.
listen, I ain't mad at you. You know, honestly, that could be in an ad campaign right now.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, don't you think that hair is like serving looks?
Okay.
Yes, thank you. I don't know, you could do it again.
I think I've got some kohl eyeliner.
Oh,
well,
why
that's
do you
you!
Why do you guys do this to me every time? Ebony, you're the worst. She is the worst, I tell you. So yes, this is my...
How old were you here?
I was about 17. That was right.
Amazing.
Actually, my senior year of high school.
Right.
So I was, yeah, and I had the mall wall, as they called it. And it was very, and I used to, my hair was dark, but I used to dye it. It was L'Oreal #1. It was blue-black. Like it was that
Right.
black. It was blue.
Wow.
And it was...
Look at you.
Yeah, you can move along. Thank you, Ebony. Thank Who? Oh,
This is my
that's your-
mom
yeah.
and my brother,
Oh, my
both of us teenagers looking a bit upset about something.
There was something going on.
And
there.
look, quite sunburnt.
Yeah,
I think probably just moved to Sydney, Australia, and
Yes.
didn't quite know the strength of the sun.
Your mom.
Yeah, she's a beauty.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Gorgeous.
And style. Look
yeah,
at like
those earrings.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, she must be
A very young mom. She was 20 when she had me and 19 when she had my brother.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. So you all grew up together?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. And she, and you know, well, we'll talk more about that perimenopausal journey.
Yeah.
You know, your mom was a part of that because she too went through
Yeah.
it a little earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
You're all gorgeous, all gorgeous. Look at the.
Oh,
Is it a puppy?
that's my puppy Bob, who was with me for 20 years.
no.
Yes, he's a legend.
Oh my gosh.
Yorkshire Terrier, and he was just like a little fluff ball right there.
Oh my gosh, you're a dog person.
I'm a big dog person.
We are dog people.
I
very
love
much.
dogs.
I know
Cannot
that.
get enough.
I know. How many do?
I just have one
Okay, good.
now.
Yes.
Yeah, Bob passed
Listen.
away just during COVID.
Oh,
yeah.
God bless. And gosh, I know that face. That's like, we've seen that face for. How many years have you been in show business now?
I mean, I've been working steadily for 20-something years.
Amazing.
But, you know, I worked before that
Yeah,
as
you
well.
did.
Like, and was very close to quitting many times because things weren't going well.
Could you imagine?
But, yeah, I stuck it out. My grandmother taught me to never give up.
Never give up.
Yeah, work hard.
Oh.
Oh, and there she is.
Isn't
there
that
she
amazing?
is. Yes, she.
Now,
So this is my grandmother. One of the last times I saw her, I have seen her actually a couple of times since then, but she recently passed away at 99. So to, you know, evidence that we're living longer.
Yes.
And really lived on her own until the last year.
Really?
Yeah, and she made it to her 99th birthday, and then 2 weeks later passed away. She had a massive heart attack, but she soldiered on even past her birthday, just
Oh
just
my
to show the
gosh.
world
And
that she
look,
wasn't giving up.
you have the same smile.
Oh,
You
she
have
had the
this-
best sense of humor.
Really?
Yeah.
She's-
She was a big part of raising me, actually, because, you know, I mean, getting personal, but my mom was young and my dad passed away super young, so she was very instrumental in keeping us all together. And
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. In that photo, you can actually feel the
Yeah.
love in that picture, and you can feel your connection. And that is so, how blessed are you that you had
a grandmother for that long.
I know.
Literally, I lost her at 55.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Naomi,
Yeah.
that is unbelievable.
Yeah, and very, very close to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the matriarch of our family. My mom has 2 sisters, and she also was a breeder of goats. So we had to
A goat
we had
breeder?
to clean the goats. We had to eat goat cheese and drink goat's milk and
Oh my gosh.
milk the goats. And, you know, it was yeah. She was very good at it.
Oh my
And she's
God.
the reason I stayed in the career that I did, because she just said, work, work, work,
Yeah.
work hard,
Yeah.
get off your butt and get
Yeah.
it done.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
'Cause she believed in you, and she knew that you had
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And she knew that if you just persevered, that it was going to just keep. I mean, your career is so incredible, and the work that you've done, and again, talking about how generous you are to give that to us, to tell those stories and let us live through you, and let us feel the feelings through you, and cry and laugh and ride on the back of a camel.
Yes, that was my 50th birthday. I wanted an adventure.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that was in Morocco.
That is
Yeah.
gorgeous. Now, is that a picture that just someone took of you, or it literally looks like Annie Leibovitz came with you to
No,
your party?
I think my brother took that
Oh,
picture.
well,
yeah.
there you go.
So
Same.
yeah, no, not quite Annie.
You kind of just
But
saying.
yes, we got to ride camels in the desert under the sunset. It was quite a magical moment.
Isn't it?
And again, leaning into the Q50, it was a case of, let's celebrate. I think as you get into your 40s, you think, oh no, I'm old, I'm getting old. But then you get to your 50s and it's like, this is pretty great.
Yeah,
This is
it is.
pretty amazing. Everything still works.
Yes.
And I appreciate it. Aging is a privilege.
It is a privilege.
You know, I'm not going
It's
to
true.
panic about this anymore. I'm done with that.
It's true.
Yeah.
Everything still works. So, are you regular?
With what?
Like, do you poop?
Pooping? Yeah. Wait, where are we going? Are we talking about periods? I already told you I'm in menopause.
Well, I'm just wondering because
yeah,
the pipes and all the
Yeah.
things and these.
Yes, I'm pretty regular, thanks to some
Yeah.
good supplements.
Yeah.
As well. But when I travel,
Yes. Yes.
that can
Traveling.
be a problem.
Right?
Yeah.
And things, and you know, because I'll be honest with you. Well,
Didn't know we
because-
were going
Well, I don't know. Well, because there are things that happen. Another weird thing, I'm just going to ask, this is not as gross, but like, I start to I get cramps like in my calves and in my feet sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
That I never used to have. Is that?
Oh, yeah, sometimes in the
do you-
night I wake
Yes.
up and I have to pound my gut. Isn't that lack of calcium?
Magnesium.
Okay, right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know, but I don't know. So really, you have that too?
Yeah.
Thank God,
Yeah.
stars
Yeah.
are just like us.
Yeah.
You see, I told you. What is the weirdest perimenopausal thing? Like I had Stacey London here.
Yes, I saw
and
it.
hers was itchy. She said
Yes.
she was itchy, or her
I
ears.
definitely ears. Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely. Sometimes I find my fingers so deep in my ear, and I'm like, ah. Yeah, and that can drive me crazy.
Yes. That
what
is
else?
weird.
Migraines. Yeah, but that's not so unusual.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
dry
Yeah.
eyes.
Yes, I have the dry eyes. I wake up in the night And if I have to I literally cannot open them. They feel like
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
sand.
it takes a
Yes.
good 15 minutes
Yeah.
before I can see properly.
Yes, and
even with my glasses.
Right?
Yeah,
I
there's
know.
a few indignities,
Yes.
but you know, we get through them.
You know what you're doing, though? You are making it not only just okay just by the way she looks, you make it almost glamorous. Like, you really do. And that's the thing I think that you can do, like, that you share. And it's so, it makes all of us who are watching you say, okay, well, if she's having that, then I can talk about it. Then I
Yes.
can feel free. Then I don't have to be ashamed.
No.
And I think, everybody loved the pics, and Deborah said, beautiful grandmother.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah.
Joanne from New York said cramps can be poor hydration.
Yeah, oh,
Do you
yeah,
drink
definitely.
enough water? Thank you.
Sometimes I am really good on top of that, and then sometimes I forget.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's these moments where you, in a place where you know you can't use the bathroom, you can't.
Oh.
So then you're like, oh God, I better hold back on.
Yes.
Because my bladder feels like can't hold much.
Well, and that's another thing. Like, listen, for me at the end of the day, because I'll do that. Like, if I know that I have a show or a shoot or I'm traveling or whatever, I'm like, I'm just not going to drink.
Yeah.
But that,
it costs you.
yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We can't do that. We can't do that.
But it can, just to go back to your
Yes,
point,
yes.
it's not over. It's not like we can't be sexy or glamorous or confident anymore. In fact, I challenge that theory. It drives me crazy. When I see a 20-year-old walking down the street versus a 50-year-old woman, that 50-year-old woman looks sexy to me because
Yes.
she knows, she's experienced, she knows what she wants, what she likes, she knows her body, and
Yes.
she knows how to walk.
That's right.
And she's not afraid of those predators out there
That's
anymore as
right.
well.
Yes.
So she owns her sexuality.
Sexiness,
Yeah, her
yes.
sensuality.
Yes.
So it's not all over. It's definitely not.
I 1,000%
We just need
agree.
a little, open conversation and a little support. Get the lube,
I
ladies.
was going to say, get the
badge of
lube,
honor.
ladies. Get the badge of honor. Get all the things. And that's the thing, too. It used to be, again, something that you would be so ashamed
Yeah.
of, or to talk about, or to buy, or you'd be like, and like slide
Yeah.
it across.
Yeah.
But now you're like proud of it.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, you have made that. I mean, I have girlfriends, and we all have your badge of honor.
Good.
And we'll be like, oh, yeah, I got my badge of honor, girl.
Yeah, and it's kind of an icebreaker. It's
Yes,
all there in the
yes.
title, right?
Yes,
In the naming
yes.
of it. We wanted to have fun, take shame away wherever we can.
That's
Because,
right.
yes, we know, we've experienced the shame, we know what it feels like. Let's just change that up, ladies.
Right.
You know, let's just take agency and take control of it.
Yes.
And you know, have fun, feel sexy.
Yes.
And, yeah,
I've
it's not
never
over.
felt actually sexier than I do now.
Right.
And, you know, Phil and I, we're the kind of people, we have always had a very healthy sex life. And we make out in the kitchen, and our
that's
kids.
so good.
Right, and
To-
our kids.
in front of the
Yeah,
kids.
and they're always like, ew, but they're like,
but it means something.
They
it really,
know.
It's good for them.
right? And they see it, and you know, we'll talk about it, and this, you know, again, as our bodies are changing, and that's okay, right? And I have no problem with saying, like, oh, if we need help, let's get some help. Miss Naomi Watts got us some help, honey. And that's absolutely wonderful. And you're doing so much for all of us, and for the men and the women in our lives that want to.
Yeah, men need to be part of this conversation
Yes,
as well.
exactly.
And because they're on the sidelines going, oh, how, you know, if they're not being told, they're wondering how to behave. And as soon as you open it up, then they know.
Yeah,
And they can be included in, you know, the support system.
Yes, and that's and I think at the end of the day, they want to be.
Yes.
But they don't know, and
Yeah.
God knows they're not going to step into, you know.
Yes.
into
No,
that.
no. They're smart enough.
Exactly, thank you. So how did you feel at QVC today?
I felt I felt very nervous going in. I'm not going to lie.
Why?
Well,
you
I know it's a different. Everyone thinks, oh, you're on camera all the time, but it's a very different space.
Right.
Live TV.
yes, the monitors.
Yeah, seeing
everywhere.
myself. Oh my God. And I'm not playing a character. I'm not using somebody else's words. And you guys, how you spin all this information, and like you've just on top of it, you know everything about everything.
So do you.
It's intimidating. So I was definitely nervous coming in.
Did they talk to you?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Just
yeah.
now and again. Yeah, so the multitasking while on camera is, whew, I definitely had a flop sweat going on. But at the same time, I felt in very safe hands with Sean.
Yes.
And I really wanted to get to this space where I could, you know, broaden the conversation, reach these ladies at home all over the country and help them feel seen, help them feel less alone. And we need to feel like we're part of something. We belong to a community, and this community is pretty wonderful.
It is very wonderful, and we are so lucky and blessed to have you as a part of it and bringing products that are specifically targeted for these things. Because again, you know, look, there's a lot of great skincare here at QVC. There's a lot of amazing products. But, you know, especially I think, okay, I'm going to say this, and I want to say this right. It's almost like you're giving us incredible products, but you're almost giving us mentally a hug, and mentally, like you're saying, this is just for you in this time of your life. And I've thought about it, and I've created it, and I've put my heart and soul into it. So when we're using her products, you're feeling her love. And that's really
Thank you. I couldn't have said it better myself. That feels like you've articulated exactly what I was trying to do. And we don't want to change you.
Right.
We want you to feel seen.
Yes.
We want you to feel your best, the best version of you. And that means telling, you know, not telling any untruths, like this can reverse time. This is going to, you know, we're pro-aging. We're saying own who you are, take agency, and feel your best, and no more apologizing.
No more apologizing. Mary said, terrific woman and a great actress. This is very, very true. Tammy said, what an amazing show tonight. So grateful. That's so nice. Ginny said, this woman is amazing and she's beautiful. Love Sean and Mally too. Thank you, Ginny. We love you. And this is the thing. Okay, so first of all, what is next for Stripes? Do we have, well, first of all, you have a book coming.
Oh, yes. Thank you for mentioning that. I forgot.
Yeah. Between all the things she's doing, she just happened to. What is the book about?
It's called, it's about my menopause journey. It's called Dare I Say It, because, yes, I had to dare. I double dared and owned it and said, you know, no more hiding in silence.
Yes.
And so, I talk to experts, I talk to friends, I talk to all kinds of doctors. And so it's like the different stories peppered in amongst my own, as well as the doctors.
That's amazing.
So hopefully it's like this. It's a cozy chat with your girlfriend on the couch saying, let's not fear it, no more shame, and let's have a laugh, hopefully.
Yes.
And also, let's get educated and, you know, get rid of all the misinformation, because there is so much misinformation surrounding menopause and how to get support.
Okay, what advice do you have if someone is perhaps having perimenopausal symptoms, whether she knows it or not, right? Because at one point, didn't you think you had something wrong with you? It wasn't just...
Yeah, I thought I mean, I was having night sweats and migraines. I didn't know what was going on. None of those, you know, when you do a movie, you have to do a physical and you have to go through one of those lists
Yeah.
of, have you got this,
Oh, really?
have you got that? Yeah.
You have to do a physical before a movie?
Yes.
Why? Because they're like, we gotta make sure she doesn't mess everything up
Yeah,
and get
exactly,
sick,
for
right?
insurance reasons.
Yes, yes.
And so I would always tick night sweats and often tick migraines. And those are very obvious perimenopause and menopause symptoms, but everyone just thought, oh, she's probably stressed or dehydrated or allergic to something that she ate that night or whatever.
Oh, geez.
So yeah, these things, it often goes misdiagnosed. So I would say to any woman who's experiencing new changes to first talk to your friends. Have you had this, and do you know about that? Mercifully, there's a multitude of fantastic books right now. You've got Mary Claire Havers, you've got Kelly Casperson's, Sharon Malone. There's a lot of good information. So we've seen a massive tidal shift in real time through our generation.
Isn't that fascinating?
So this will never be the fear of any generation from this point forward. They're going to feel quite easy going into it, I hope. And there's still more work to do. There's still more need for, well, certainly medical alignment.
Right.
So a woman understands, because I still keep hearing of doctors saying, no, it's not safe to use vaginal estrogen, or no, it's not, so you really need to go to your doctors and ask for the things, no gatekeeping. And obviously you have to go through your medical history. You can't just go, this is what I need and want.
Right.
You have to ask if it's safe for you.
Right.
But
it's asking the questions.
Yeah.
And not being ashamed, because we do, I think, number one, the shame. And also, it's like, you almost like, oh, it's my doctor, I have to trust me.
Yeah.
But you are ultimately the one who knows your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so we do this thing, and it's called rapid fire.
Oh gosh, I'm terrible at these.
I know, they're
My
really
brain.
the worst, but we do it all the time anyway because we laugh. Wait, is that Lawrence? Lawrence, come here. So this is a lot of women. You've been around of a lot of women today.
How are you feeling about this conversation?
Do you know Lawrence Zarian? Come behind us. Come behind us. But you have to kneel, because you are a man.
Very
You
tall.
must
I
kneel
sort of feel like
with-
I've been stalking in the back.
Yeah, I was like.
Because I ran into Naomi. Sean introduced me to Naomi, and
Yes.
it's such a thrill meeting you.
Oh.
And I've been in the fashion business for so long, and you have always been on the top of my my best dress list, always.
Wow, you made my day.
So yes, I do want to get a selfie. Number one,
For sure.
and number two, I just have a question to ask you. What is your go-to if you are heading out and you want to feel sexy? And you're going out to dinner with hubby. What's that?
Badge of honor.
Yeah. Look, I've learned a lot tonight. I was sitting in the corner, and I thought, okay, I'm going to be 60. And I thought, is everything working? Okay, I'm good right now. Everything's still working.
That's right. That's
When it comes to fashion, what is your go-to that always makes you feel
Sexy. Only fashion we're talking about. Okay. I want to feel comfortable if I'm with my husband. But I also know he quite likes a mini skirt.
Yeah.
He's nice. He's commented on my legs.
Hold on.
So,
Yes.
I might get in trouble for that.
No, it's great. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
So, yeah.
The legs.
I need a comfortable shoe.
Yeah.
a flat,
No,
kitten
I can
heel,
have, it
a
can be a little,
wedge?
yeah,
Yeah.
it can be a kitten heel, a wedge, just not a ridiculous shoe. I'm done with those.
Yeah.
COVID killed those shoes for
Right?
me.
Me too.
Never getting back in those. And even like when you wear a long dress,
Yeah.
it's got to be a platform. And you know, you can't really wear those shoes when you've got
Yeah.
a short dress on
Yeah. And
And
necessarily.
then my last question
Yeah,
is,
you gotta hurry up.
What
You
do
got
you
5
think?
minutes.
Are you kicking him off?
Yeah.
Let
what
me
do you-
ask you something.
go ahead.
Has it been awkward to listen to all this menopause talk? Or do you
here's
feel
what-
like you're
the one
happy
thing
to
that,
learn
The one thing that Mally said, and what I really appreciate is, as a sober man, when you hear somebody else tell your story, I don't feel so isolated.
Right.
So I immediately hear somebody else sharing a story like, oh, I can relate to that.
Right.
I understand.
Yeah.
So I watched you with Sean. I sat here literally in the corner paying attention. And what Mally said and what you both said is you're giving women permission to talk about something that's sometimes can be taboo.
Yeah.
Hearing that stuff about you talk about your mom, I didn't know that, and you having lessons that you then eventually had to teach yourself. No, I'm not uncomfortable at all. If anything, I think it's invigorating and exciting because if we don't talk about it, we stay in the dark.
Yes.
But you talking about it not only educated me on things, and I said to Mally, what does that do? And then she educated me on some of the stuff, but you're turning on the light, and if
Yeah.
we're sitting in the light,
No
we get
more
to
hiding
find
in the
more life
shadows.
and live and not feel so alone.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be in the corner, the guy with the camera, waiting for the selfie. And I love you both. All right, I'll be over
Thanks for
here.
coming
Fine,
on.
you can take that microphone. Well, turn it off. Because he's going to sit there and talk to it. You know he is.
I have
He's
one
gonna
more
s-
question. Me and the
You guys have fun here. I
Yeah,
really
yes.
like it. I
Yeah.
have to say,
Yeah,
it's
listen,
been,
isn't
a good learning curve
Look,
for me. I
I'm
see
going
the
to
fun.
say this very quickly, and having you here is so beautiful and I'm not going to say validating because we're all blessed to be together. But QVC, as you know, I'm just going to say it has had a stigma for many years, right? Of being like, look, long story short, when I first came here with my cosmetics line 20 years ago, I've been here 20 years, I was talking to a store, a department store, and I said, okay, I want to do it with you, and I want to do it with this thing called QVC. And they said, no, we're not going to sell makeup next to yard art. And it was literally like I literally said, okay, well, then I'm going to QVC. That was before I had the meeting here, Ebony. That's how crazy I was. But I knew that this was the future. I knew that being able to literally in lifetime talk to your
Yeah,
customer
yeah.
and love her and have her. I know you have amazing places that you sell, you know, brick and mortar, but none of them have you sitting there and talking to them and feeling them and sitting here now talking to, oh, of course, Tara says, I love me some Lawrence. Great. Okay, now he's taking over the chat. Okay, ready quickly because we're going to lose our time.
Oh, yeah, the rapid fires.
Rapid fire. Panty or thong?
Panty, 100%. So done with thongs. They were never good, really.
There we go. Thank you. Oh, one role you're most proud of?
I'm really proud of Feud,
Yeah.
the
Brilliant.
thing I just did. And
So brilliant.
Yeah, that was
So
a wonderful
good.
experience.
And gorgeous. Morning person or night owl?
Morning,
Yes. Coffee or tea?
coffee.
How do you
But I
take-
love tea as well, and
Right.
I take my
Wait.
coffee black.
Okay, great.
No
Really,
interference.
just
No milk, no sugar, just straight for the jugular.
Just straight for the jugular. Ebony likes that because she's black. Favorite color? She is. Anyway, whatever. I apologize. That's a whole other conversation. Favorite color?
Favorite color, blue.
Oh,
Yeah.
We like your eyes.
Oh.
You have the bluest, most piercing eyes, right? Honestly, a few times she was talking and I wasn't even hearing what she was saying. I was just hearing the mouth was moving and I was lost in the eyes. I was like, I'm sure it's great what she's saying. What's your favorite season?
Gosh, that's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
I would say spring.
It's spring. I love that. Beach vacation or mountain getaway?
Beach.
Me
Bit of a
too.
beach girl.
Uh-huh. Well,
I don't lie out
Right.
and bake anymore,
yes.
but I just love the smell of the
Yes,
ocean. I
yes.
love the sound. It's
Yes.
calming.
It's
But I
healing.
love mountains too.
I know.
So
She's
it's
not
a
good
tough
at
one.
this game
I'm
at
a
all.
Libra, guys.
Oh, you are. My husband's a Libra.
Oh, really?
That's it.
What are
that's
you?
it. I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
know.
of course you are.
I know.
You
The
work
goat,
hard.
The goat, like your
Right,
grandma.
yes.
Never stop climbing, right?
Yeah.
Sweet snacks or salty snacks?
Salty.
What's
Potato
your-
chips are I'm
Yes.
so into
Yes.
family-sized bag of salt and vinegar chips.
Oh, so
Yeah.
good. I know. We're going to go, Ebony, we're going to go to her house. New York or London?
Oh, I mean, both,
Yeah.
but I love London.
I know.
definitely love.
I love London too. Okay, preferred way to unwind after a long day.
The bath.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so
If I can
great.
take the time and just have
Yes.
like a 20-minute hot steaming bath and
Yeah,
just
it's great.
luxuriate, put my hair mask on, the crown
Yeah.
pleaser,
Oh, the
which
crown
sold out.
pleaser. It's
apparently.
sold out. Yes. I love. Isn't that? They're the two
Yes,
best words.
it's very satisfying.
And then the red sign across the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah.
So good. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Speak every language or play every instrument.
Speak every language.
Oh yeah, think of all the movies you could
Yeah,
do all
yeah.
over the world.
Yeah, I mean, I
Cha-ching.
love music too, but I
Yes.
think I find
Yeah.
language is wildly impressive.
Yes.
You know,
Well-
when you go outside English-speaking countries and
Yes.
in Europe, they all speak like 5 languages.
I know. Isn't it?
Yeah, I feel so bad about myself.
Me too. Well, and then other people's kids who speak like I have friends that are Filipino and she married a Japanese
Right.
man, so they speak Tagalog, Japanese, Spanish, and English, and my kids are like, "Hi, y'all." Anyway, but yeah, so I get it. What's your go-to comfort food?
Potato chips.
Yeah, really? So you'll just go
Or
there.
yes, that's my favorite snack. I should
Okay.
I should say. But pasta.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
like all Italian food.
All Italian food.
Yeah.
Like when you go to Italy
Yeah.
and you just have the
Oh
most.
my God.
I know.
Those tomatoes.
Oh, it's good. What'd you say, Ed?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, I had
we do.
pizza
Yeah,
tonight.
she
It
did.
was really good.
Guys, I did. I saw her eat pizza.
Yeah, I ate a whole one.
She
Like,
did.
It was not a huge one. But
It wasn't the 16
No.
inch. No, that would be kind of amazing. We'll
dear.
do that next time she's here. Oh my gosh, sorry, that's my alarm.
that's your husband saying, "Time
Yeah.
to come home, honey."
Exactly. Thank you. What is that? Oh, that was for something else. All right, I made a mistake. Do you ever do that? Do an AM instead of a PM?
Oh, for
or
sure.
vice
Yeah,
versa?
I've done that. That
And
doesn't
you're
work
like,
out well.
I know, not well.
Especially if you have a plane to
Say
catch.
hello. Thank you. What's the most daring fashion choice you've made recently?
Gosh, I don't know. I always try and
You do.
like do something a little bold, but I don't like outfits that overpower and look costumey. You
Yes,
know, like
yes.
I'm pretty classic, but I do like a modern edge. I can't think of one
Yes.
specific thing.
Yeah, you're always amazing. And I saw that you work. I've known Danilo for a million
Oh
years.
yeah, he's wonderful.
He's amazing.
Hairdresser.
Yes, he's a hairdresser from New York.
Yeah.
And it was back in the early days of New York where I'm
Right,
from.
the 90s.
The 90s, and it was me and him and RuPaul. And
Oh,
we were
yes.
always out
I can't
together.
wait to try your makeup.
Oh my gosh, it's so,
So
exciting.
exciting.
Okay. So, what's the best piece of advice that you can remember receiving?
I would have to say my grandmother, you know, she would always say it, just work hard, you know, don't give up. And that created a level of determination for me because there were so many times I felt like throwing the towel in and just going back to Australia with my tail between my legs going, hey guys, I know I had a farewell party, but it didn't quite work out in America. But never mind, you know, I've thought about that. I even probably bought a ticket a couple of times.
Wow.
But I don't know, I just kept going because I knew I loved doing what I do. I knew it made me feel like I was doing something
Yes.
that was important.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying acting is saving lives or anything like that,
Well, I
but
don't
telling
know.
stories does connect people. It does
Yes.
give them permission to feel.
Yes.
And in a way, sorry to bring it back to Stripes,
Yes.
that's another version of storytelling.
Yes, it
You
is.
know, it's just in a different way. And I like to bring people together and have them feel the feelings that they need to
Yes.
feel.
And you are doing that so well. And your grandma is so proud of you that you never gave up on your dreams and that you're dreaming more and you're creating products. Yes? I'm in a moment here.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize. We have a question.
Okay.
From the producer. Once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime.
Pancakes or French toast?
Oh my God.
Once in a lifetime.
Oh my God. I am
French
gonna,
toast.
I'm gonna put.
It was worth
They're literally cheering in my ear.
Ah,
They're
why?
cheering. I don't know.
Is that a trick question?
No.
Was there a wrong answer?
the first person to say
It was literally the
Oh.
first French toast we ever got.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh,
I
they're
love, when I moved to America, I loved pancakes. They felt very different than
Yeah.
how I knew them in
Yes.
Australia and
They're
England.
very excited
But
right now.
then I got, like, they're too fluffy. They're too fluffy and too sweet. I mean, French toast is pretty sweet too.
Yeah.
My people are standing up and they're horrified by
I
this.
know. They're like, why are we
They're
doing
like, you
this?
have got this all wrong.
You are
Maybe
all-
I have. Maybe I have. I'm into
Okay.
savory.
On that note, you guys are the worst. I was about to tell her about how grateful we are that they're having the best time, that you never gave up, and that you continued to dream, and that you continued to create, and that you are creating not only for us to watch, but for us to live with you in your heart and all the things you're doing. And we cannot wait to see what other magic you bring us from Stripes and your book and your message and the way you live and beyond. So thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Melly. Thank
for
you so
being-
much for having
Thank
me.
you.
It's
We
been a
love you so
complete
much. We are both
honor.
way beyond our bedtime. And we
Thank
love
you,
you guys.
guys.
And thank you so much. And we do hear the music. Does she hear the music? Okay. So we do a little chair
Dance?
dancing on the way out because we're not going to get up. But we just want to say thank you. And remember, I always say, you're not too old. It's not too late. And your best days are ahead.
Absolutely.
Right, guys?
Second that.
Thank you. And we'll see Naomi again. Go Stripes. Go Stripes. Go Stripes.
I'ma never settle, I'm ahead of the game. Do what you want. You ain't gotta explain. Keep yourself focused in your own lane. Do what you want, do what you want. All my ladies from all over the world, now's the time to feel heard. Show up all your asses, lay down what you deserve. Let them see your strength by embracing all your flaws. You don't gotta change who you are. I wear what I want and I speak the truth. I swear these guys can handle it when I be bringing fire to the booth. Man, I switch my nail color just to match my hair color. I'll be in my large shades just to keep myself covered. Short skirts, new taste, pulling up my thigh boots. You know when I'm slipping, I be always looking so cute. If I know you, doesn't mean I gotta show I know you. Just